Hey, it's Monday, March 16th, 2009, and you're listening to Melanie and Bob Giggle. And you're listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. 800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. You got to giggle every now and then. And giggling is healthy for you. 800-375-4188. Visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. A discount, I'm going to shorten that just one of these days, discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. And, of course, email questions, discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And, of course, you can also use that email address for all your gold and silver coin investment questions, discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. And we'd be more than happy for you to just pick up that telephone and dial 800-375-4188. That is 1-800-375-4188. Let's see, I gave the date. I guess I can give coin, or I should give gold prices up, down, $590 at $924.60. Off the low of the day, $914, but we did reach a high of $927, closer to $928. Silver's down 27 at $12.96. You have platinum down $1 at $1,064, and palladium down $1 also at $203. And still hanging in there, fairly strong coin prices. I did a comparison, and some of the coins, the ones that continue to show increases, even though we have this little bit of a pullback here in gold, are the 63 $20 liberties and the 64 $20 liberties. Heck, they're up 40, 50, 60, $70 since last week, and some of the other coin prices have pretty much mellowed out. So they're still continuing to rise. Same way with 65 cents and 66 cents. So they're continuing to rise while we're having this little bit of a pullback. But the other coins have done extremely well. They're holding in there very strong, and we expect that they should continue to do so. 800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. Robert Chapman is joining us today from the International Forecaster, editor and publisher, and we appreciate him, and we thank him for joining us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hi, Bob.
Hi there. Here I am at the Giggle Factory.
Yes.
Well, the stock market today, how much was it up at one time, 150?
It was, yes.
Well, it's a failed rally. It needed to break out over 72.64 and stay there. In order to go on the Dow Jones Industrial Average to 78, maybe to 8,000. It's still possible. Today was not the day. You could see the United States government in there from very early on. They had the market up this morning, 71 points. S&P was up 83, and NASDAQ was up 71 at like 4 o'clock this morning. They couldn't make it stick. And as I said last week, I expect that this week will be a moment of truth for the market. It'll either fail here, go back down and test 66, and if it does, it'll probably break down to 6,000. On the other hand, it could go to 78 or 8. And this is a rally I expected to come in the summer. And they've been doing so much propagandizing. They have all of these current and former CEOs, people from the Fed, people who used to be with the Fed, governors and so on. And they get Buffett on there. And then they had Bernanke on 60 Minutes on Sunday. It's an all-out push to keep the market from going lower. Last week, the Secretary of the Treasury, Timothy Geithner, said that things don't look good and they're going to be difficult for some time to come. And, of course, on Sunday, Mr. Bernanke said, our problems are going to end by the end of the year. So I think maybe they ought to get their policies, forecasts in order. I think they ought to check with each other. Every time Geithner or Bernanke speaks, the market goes down. It goes down even more when the president speaks. And so the confidence still isn't there. The trust still isn't there. And we ended up at 72.17 off 7 points. That's 72.17 minus how many points? Oh, they took it off the screen, bad guys. Here we go, minus 7. Okay. So that was one failed attempt. But it's not going to be the last one. And they'll come up with something. They pushed up, the other day, Citigroup was $1. Now it's up 35 cents today at 2.5 or 2.30 or something like that. I see one of our shorts, Standard Pacific, is down to around 35 cents. I better cover the short on that one. We shorted, I think, about $50 or something. But anyway, the market's going to continue to go down. It's not going to go anywhere to the upside. And anything that you see here will just be a rally. So if you're in the market, get out. Good time to do it. You get a rally. Take advantage of it. Went up about 900,000 points in a week. Ridiculous, but it's there. Good time to sell. If you have insurance policies with cash values, and particularly annuities, get out. If the market goes lower, the value of your annuities and policies are going to get out with it because they hold stocks. All of the brokerage houses were down today. The Whacked Home Depot, again, it's back down to 2011. And that's one of our shorts at around 35 or 6 or 7, somewhere up there. And so that's the general tenor of the market. Now, early in the morning, we had gold off 7.30. It went off, I think it was off 14.20 at its lowest for the day. And the last time I saw it, it was off 5-something here. We'll be getting it back here in a few minutes. We're no longer trading April. We're trading the access market, which seems to be quite thin today. I haven't seen hardly any trades at all. I see they're going to trot out John Snow, former Treasury Secretary, to tell the world everything's okay. Gold's off 540 on the excess, and it's just a whole band. And of course, I think some of you may have seen the television butchering by Mr. Stewart of Mr. Kramer, and we'll have that in this issue. I was undecided whether to run the link to the videotape. I don't like to kick people when they're down, and but I decided to do this one, and the reason why is basically it has nothing to do with Kramer and a lot to do with CNBC. I think Kramer tries his best, and he's certainly a bright man, but he's the atypical person from Wall Street, bright, and anything goes. How can you say into Kramer we trust? You got to be kidding me. When a guy admits to rigging the market, and where's the SEC? Nowhere to be found. I mean, they hound some of these companies, the small ones, their brokers, and the managements of small and medium-sized brokerage. They hound them to death. And it's not only the SEC, it's the NASD and the state regulators as well, trying to put them out of business. That's so that all the business will go to the large brokerage houses, and it'll be all New York Stock Exchange type business. That's what they want. And then they can better control the markets. They don't want people buying gold stocks or other things over the counter that are not on the agenda of these companies. Look, I'm close to 50 years in this business, and I got to think back. I think I'm about 6 months away from being 50 years in the financial business, and 28 of that was as a broker and owner of a brokerage firm. So I know how this stuff works. I know what these guys are up to, and needless to say, I wasn't very popular.